Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Hey.
So what's up?
What's good? What's good? Welcome back.
I just realized we got on all black.
All black because CBS decided to kill Big Brother for a week.
Right. We zombies too at this point.
Period.
Shoot.
It's the zombie apocalypse. Okay. It done got us too, y'all, listeners, viewers. Welcome to the zombie version of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining graveyard group chat.
Shout out Zombie Week. Shout out Zombie Week.
If you a zombie, where you at? The graveyard.
House. I'm at the house. Just like the zombie this week at the house.
Oh man, yes. So we left off Thursday with the bomb being dropped at Jared, and Cameron will be going back in the house as zombies, but the house guests don't know that. So in the meantime, you got Sari, who's kind of like down about Jared leaving. She's like, he wasn't supposed to go home this early. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in this house with these people. I hate it here. I want to go home. Pretty much. That's how it was going. But then there's a scary verse transmission. And this is the episode for clarification, not feeds. The transmission comes, and so she gets it out and she starts cackling, like losing her mind, laughing.
Before she says it out loud, like you could just tell it's like the best thing in the world. If she was trying to hide something, she was doing horrible at it.
She wasn't trying to hide it though. That's the funny part, because she said, "I want these house cats to be shaken. Like they don't know what's in this transmission, but I know it, and this is
baby." She
great
cackled.
news for me. And so she reads it pretty much. That's in the code that said BB zombies will enter the Big Brother house, and one will have the chance to resurrect their game. Meaning that Jared or Cameron or both, they don't know at this point, will be back. And not 2 seconds later, ding dong, Jared and Cameron walk back in. They have this black and gray, ripped up shirt and pants and outfit on, and the house
zombies.
Not zombies, but because they should have went all in with the makeup, mask, whatever else they should have did.
They should have had them sleeping in some dirt.
Yeah.
CBS trying
in the backyard.
Yeah, the budgeting kind of went down again. That's what it looked like. Because the first couple weeks,
is that right or straight? Kind of. It must be lifting up.
Are they gonna cut the $750,000? They're gonna slowly cut it to like 600,000.
Right. Unfortunately, the prize is going back to $500,000. We're going to throw back to $500,000. So they get back in the house, and Jared is like, "Y'all look too happy. What's up now? Like, why y'all not smiling? What's up?" And so he's pretty much going off, not going off, but like he's being antagonistic on purpose, because I would too, because you just voted me out. So yeah. Smile.
Baby,
yeah,
I would have went in and said, F you, double F you, Corey.
Yeah.
F your girl.
You too dangly earring.
Baby. Right. Oh man, you want to use the video? The veto, F you. Like, yeah. They would have been bleep, 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 bleep. I would have cut everybody out.
I wouldn't have cussed them out, but I would be enjoying my time.
Eric would have cussed them out.
I would have cussed him out.
Eli, what would you have done, Eli? You would have been like Cameron, just sitting back.
I would have been hugging people. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I would have been like, Jag, y'all got rid of me 10-0. You know what? I love y'all.
And that's what basically Cameron's approach. He was like, I'm going at this cool, calm, and collected. I'm not starting fires like Jared. He in the bathroom. Good game, guys.
You could have did that if you want to creep.
Right. He was like, "You guys, great. You play a great game. You all good game." Da 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 da. He said, "If I get back in, obviously I want to work closely with Matt and Jag and all that stuff." I'm like, anyways. But then we get to one of the most exciting portions.
We had a fight, y'all.
Yes. You want to talk about it?
No, you talking about it.
Oh my God. Okay, so we get Jared and Felicia in a room. And he's basically like, I thought I could count on your vote. I thought I could. What happened? What happened? And she's like, how dare you, Jared? How dare you guys? Because Sari walks in. You guys were going to flip the vote on me. Y'all didn't have any sympathy for me. Y'all going to let me get out the house. Y'all were coming to me talking about, oh, we fighting for you. We fight. And y'all were.
I should let us see that whole fight. Because when Sari said, oh, my mama, I said.
Sari got up. Sari said, oh my God.
They were going, and it was amazing.
And then
that was a good fight.
It was a great fight. And then she was like, oh, we tried to? What about you? When you were turning on me with your whole, you and Jared final two. She's like, what are you talking about? And Jared was like, we were having this conversation. Right, she forgot that.
The one truth Jared has told in the house. He only got like 2. And that's one of the 2 times he told the truth in the house.
And he's like, oh, when we were on the outside and you told me about your final 2 and that you wanted to go with me. And then Sari kind of looked, she's like, and what you weren't even there. So what are you talking about?
Baby.
And she's like, when was that? I need to see the clips. Let me see the clip. And
I think
not
the receipt.
Big Brother being so messy. If only this was like a reunion, in the reunion shows when they roll it back in front of you. If only we had
Felicia, she would have been like, oh.
Mm-hmm. And then Sari would have to be like, Nene, oh, you don't see it? You don't think you said it? They got you on tape saying it.
Roll it back again.
Oh my goodness. So they were, that's why I got my name, The Clash of the Aunties, because they were going head to head and it was so entertaining. We hate to see it, but we also love to see it. It was unfortunate.
I was about to say, I have no hate. I hate that they're going at each other, but I don't even hate that because we have arguments. That's what Big Brother is about. Because Felicia has every right to be upset. Jared and Sari have every right to be upset. Yep. So y'all feud it out, yell at each other, eventually maybe come back together, hopefully. But that's what it's all about. Everyone's backstabbing.
Yeah.
And it's good.
I love it. I love the fact that, and I'm even going to say and go as far as to even talking about the fight last week, is that a lot, which is a big problem that has happened in the past. Like a lot of these fights this season, all of the fights this season have been game-wise. That's when it becomes a problem, when it gets too personal. When you start taking digs, at people. But all of these fights have been in the game. And I think that's exactly why it's been very easy. Because like even after the big blow up last week, Corey and Jared, they had a conversation. They somewhat cool. Of course, they still talking to each other. But they still cool. They was laughing and talking last night. And the same thing. The aunties got drunk last night and they was giggling and talking and cackling. Because it's in the game. Like, even if you got to find a way to take yourself out of the moment. Sure, be a 10. Be a 10 when it comes to the game. Go all out. Yell. Cuss people out. I could care less. But then you got to learn how to, know how to shut it off and just get back into, okay, let me take a break from the game and live life in the house for a minute. And I think that's exactly what the aunties did. And
with Jared and Felicia. Because that's,
I knew.
And because I know some people didn't like it because it was all the black people in the room fighting and the white people, all the other people were just kind of out, kind of like that. It felt kind of like a show where it's like for their entertainment type deal that they get to listen to them going at and stuff.
People being sensitive.
I would have been at the I would have been at the door. I would have opened the door slightly.
Come on, Aaron. That would have been a
Hey, they fighting y'all. Hey, we caused this feud.
But
while y'all over there giggling, look at him. I would have been like this. Let me see things.
The unique opportunity too for people to be like, oh, they really not gonna work together. So what they could have done, and then after they come back, be like, people heard us fighting, so they probably gonna think we not working together no more. So we can keep this.
So the only thing we really need to do is work together.
Just work together. And I think they've. Based and Trish, you'll catch us up with kind of like where they are, even though fees was kind of scarce this week or so far over the weekend. But with the competition and stuff that we'll get into, even Felicia with Jared, how she was encouraging him over the week and keep your head up and don't worry about it. Everything's gonna work, the way it need to. So despite the fight and the entertaining and how you may feel about it and how it looked, it was great television. And it was all game based, no personal attacks. Nobody went too below the belt. Nobody went,
Right.
nuts at anything problematic. Strictly game. So respectable fight, in my opinion. Now,
Yes.
after that, there's another transmission. And the transmission, might have happened beforehand, but anyways, there's another transmission that Byyyeee reads, basically telling him that Cameron and Jared will have to compete against each other in a competition that it will be in 3 phases. And the winner of this competition will get the chance to compete in the do or die twist. And if they do it and complete it, whoever does the do or die, they get back in the game. But if they do not complete it, then the other person gets back into the game. And I say we're going to blame Jeff Probst for this twist because that do or die sounds a little too familiar and off the cuff for me. So we know who to blame. Listeners, viewers, we're blaming Jeff Probst for this twist. The do or die twist was his idea. He was talking to Allison in the rest of production. It was Jeff's fault. So the competition is kind of like it's a balance beam, teeter-totter thing where they have to put
the classic one that they've done since like 16.
Yeah.
With the little shovel.
Mm-hmm. With the shovel at the end where they got to put all their 30 balls, eyeballs, and like skulls or something in there.
Way to do something new, big brother.
Right. So they have to go dig up the balls and then transfer them one by one from their basket to the end. And by the end of 3 rounds, that you have to get 30 in there, right? So after the first round, Jared and Cameron were neck and neck. They both were at 7. They finished round 2 at 7. They come back for round 2. Jag then called himself, giving Cameron some advice. Oh, I see when you look and you're taking a couple seconds to try to look. The balls are going to fall out anyway, so you might as well just move a little and don't pay attention. And then Sari, after the fact, was giving Jared, some advice. You need to slow down. You moving too fast. Because in his confessionals, he's like, I got to speed up. I see Cam. I got to pick it up. And he really needs to slow it down. Because you got to count on your opponent messing up. So if you go slow as a snail and you getting your 1 by 1, you see that he messed up multiple times. Right. So by the time, if you would just been moving slow, you had 7 and you got 9 at the end of the last round, you could have been at 16 with him at 13. I think he had 13. He had 13.
The Cameron had 13, yeah.
Yeah, so they ended with 9 and 13 with Cameron being in the lead for round 2, and they cut us off for round 3. So we'll see that on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. Thursday. Thursday, yeah, because there's no Wednesday episode. And so if he would have just been taking his time rather than running, he could be ahead. But
what made me upset was at the middle part. Like normally people hit like the surfboard where they're like they got 1 foot on each side and they're slowly bringing it up. I swear Jared was just walking across that. And it was thudded. It was like bouncing up.
Just heavy foot.
he was moving too fast. He was just trying to rush.
And I know he's an athlete, or at least I think he's an athlete, but he didn't have the mindset.
He like, I gotta catch up to Cameron. No, you don't have to catch up because he's gonna mess up.
You take your time.
You take your time. Take your time. Do it right. I don't know the rest.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel him in some type of way. You get down, and it's not a comp where you could easily catch up. It's not like if you're gonna catch up, it's gonna be very long over time.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if my life's on the line, I don't care. I'm losing my mind. I'm going as fast as I can, trying to push that edge to get every second that I can. So I don't blame him for that, but it was almost too early. It's like, man, you're down 3 trying to rush.
Right.
When you could chill.
Because
if you're down 10 and Cameron's about to finish, hey, I'm sprinting. I don't care.
Right,
I'm throwing balls out on them, trying to make them fall off the beam, whatever.
Right, over there, blow.
Something the spirit
like that.
of Superman come upon me.
So yeah, it's honestly, I really don't know what the strategy is. Like Cameron was like, I'm gonna put the smaller ones in there because that'll help with balance. I don't know anything about physics, so I don't know which is the best strategy, whether you do the big ones or the small ones. I don't know. Right. You just gotta do it as fast as you can, but with as much precision as possible, I think.
All right.
But yeah, honestly, that's pretty much what the episode was. So Trees, I'm gonna throw it over to you, passing the mic.
Pass the mic. Hey.
The mic. We got to get back to that.
Okay, y'all. So basically, we're I guess we don't have a lot to talk about on feeds.
What? No way.
Shocker. You know, the week where they don't have an HOH, a week where they don't have a veto, a week where they don't have noms, a week where they don't have any comps. And you know what? Even for them to have this comp between Jared and Cam, 10 minutes.
That's what. Okay.
Would have been doing something where y'all gotta like Cam and Izzy had to do the dirt. It would have been something real tedious and long. And I would put it on the feed.
Or how about
least.
It should have been multiple rounds. Each day they should have been competing. And who won the most comps should be the one that get to compete in the do or die or something like that. You know how like when Victor did his battle back and there was multiple stages, that's how they should have did. Each day was a different competition. And whoever
I
won,
truly thought that we were going to get different
hours.
Oh, exactly. Like they could have did so much better with this where ultimately these first 2 rounds really don't matter. I know what I thought it was when I was somewhat just hearing the responses to the feeds. I thought it was 3 different comps.
Me too.
And I thought it was like, he won this one and he gets a slight advantage for this one. And he starts with 4 on this one and then that leads to the final one. And I thought it was going to be like that. Like it could have
just a waste of time.
It really is. Why give them 10 minutes? And then, why do it over 24 hours? Like, why do we already know who won when it's Sunday? We knew on Saturday, right?
Pretty much.
And so I understand they need to edit and all that, but they should at least make
they ain't even put it in
the house guests wait. Yeah.
They didn't even tell us who won.
They should what they should have did was involve the other house guests. It should have been something, the contraption that dunks people in the tanks or put fires in their face or to push them in the dirt. Just incorporate everybody so it doesn't feel like we're just watching them compete for their life. No, y'all gonna be a part of this too. Y'all gonna be getting dirt thrown on you, stuff hit at you.
I just had a thought. Yes. Oh, go ahead, Eric.
No, I'm done. I'm just saying they should have incorporated. I think that would have been even fun for the experience purposes.
Yes, I agree with that. You know what they should have did? Okay. The simple fact that y'all didn't have no comps this week, it would have been so dope for them to do like a luxury comp and or a food comp, right?
Oh my God.
And during said comp, throw in little incentives for the house guests. They don't know what it's for, but hey, either you can get steak or you have an incentive. Then when it came down to whatever comp, let's say they were doing this comp, like Eric said, if you have those incentives, you can use that as something to hinder the person you don't want to come back in the house to come in. You get what I'm saying? Say you had to do, say they were doing the dirt back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. Your incentive is you have 5 pounds of dirt. Are you going to put it on Cam's or are you going to put it on Jared? That's more dirt he has to transfer. I just thought of that idea in 2 minutes. What are y'all doing, CBS? Some of y'all wouldn't have loved to watch that.
That would have been so good.
A luxury comp would have been perfect.
And it would have ended up screwing up Jared, but still that gives a house guest some to do, some to feud about. Man, Sari would have been upset.
It's not fun to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Other than the same 2 rounds, of them really doing nothing for 10 minutes. If we're being real, they really did nothing. And you're so right. There's it's upsetting when there's potential. Okay, I understand we can't do a Wednesday episode because of Survivor and Amazing Race. So we're just punting this week.
Just put it
But you can still incorporate stuff for the house guests. Or you know what? Make it somewhat interesting. Don't even show it on the episode. Just do that type of stuff. Or just stuff like that where I'm trying to imagine for the house guests, they're probably bored. What do they have to do rather than talk, hook up, kiss in the shower, whatever?
That's what
they always need filler. They always need filler, and especially when it comes towards the end of the season. Hey, y'all remember that luxury comp y'all put on her? Let's put that on the episode. We need something to fill this spot. Come on, y'all have so much time to utilize, and y'all do nothing with it.
And what's gonna upset me is when the HOH on Thursday is some basic set. They could have had time to build multiple sets for multiple luxury comps, food comps. But then all it's gonna be is probably just a bunch of boards and all that type of stuff. Over, under, step, up and down. And you could have did so much with the yard.
And even 10 to tie back into when Treese was saying about they could have luxury comp, food comps, and with the incentives, they could even throw in with those incentives while they're doing those comps, potential advantages for the HOH comp coming up. And disadvantages for the HO. Who you want to give a disadvantage in the HOH comp? Hire us. I mean,
CBS. You need
Get it
to
together.
think. And apparently it's here. Okay.
It's
Run
us.
me a check.
It's
Run the
clearly us.
check. Hey, who need a check? It's me.
Hey, okay.
Me.
Oh, all of us.
Okay,
Give
yeah.
it, yeah.
Listen, 1, 2, and 3. Come on, feed us.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna get into the show. So we got off on a tangent because we have better
we're still
ideas.
talking
than a lot
because
of
ain't the
people.
feed. I mean, there was
That's true,
not
right?
much content.
So anyway, so when feeds got back, it came into Sari, Jared, and Matt were in the comic room. Oh, everybody want their narratives. Oh my gosh, they're attacking Matt. Matt is grown. Okay,
Good and grown.
Matt is grown. Matt is playing the game. He's still playing it well. Like even with using that veto, I was like, why would you do that, Matt, and mess up your game? But Matt is still playing the game so well. So of course,
And even one quick thing on the episode is you even saw Cerise saying, "Hey, Matt, I know that's my blind spot, but I don't care. That's my blind spot. If he ends up being a massive player and tricks me, big ups to him." And so
she did.
He did not derail his game.
She said, "If
and
Matt
that
is
was
a
not to
serpent,"
herself that she knew. She said, "Hold on."
She said, "If Matt is a serpent," she said, "if he turns out to be one of I always keep these people in the game that I know I should probably get rid of."
Yeah. Matt, Jared was her blind spot, but he almost on it though. So Matt is definitely her next blind spot
for sure. But is he really a blind spot? Because he said in his own confession, he was like, "I trust Sari. I know I lost some, ground with her a little bit." He said, "But I trust her and I want to work with her."
I believe him.
Real. I don't know. To some extent, I believe a lot of these DRs. No, he could have said this 2 weeks ago.
That
and what? Just put it tonight.
That's
because
true.
If you go by the feeds right now, at 6:30, I'm gonna say Matt trusts Sari. At 6:37 is F3. Matt, what is it? What's going on?
I don't think he's explicitly said he's done with Sari. I just think when he's with Jag, he tries to downplay how much he actually wants to work with Sari because he know Jag.
Yeah,
Jag.
We're gonna talk about that. That's gonna get a segment on its own.
I'm so sick of him. Ain't it crazy? Because 2 weeks ago we was like, Jag, we want you to go far. We want you to.
We was wrong. Big wrong. Big wrong.
Not too much on my guy Jag.
And he on my draft, and I want him gone.
Let me get into this so we can talk our bits. So speaking of Jag, they were having this conversation. They were all going back and forth, about Matt using the veto, how I feel betrayed, all this other stuff. Jag come in with his little raggedy self, and Sari is asking Jag. He says, Jag, supposedly, I'm in, all these alliances and, I make all these deals. So what's going on? Or she specifically said, what are the rumors that you heard? Because he said, I heard, a lot of rumors. So she said, what's the rumors? Well, know what Jag said? Jag said, None. Jag been having smoke all week for Sari. All week. All week, every day.
When he get confronted,
every day,
he's on mute.
Every day. If you told Jag to stick out his tongue right now, it would be a picture of Sari right there in the middle of it. Because one thing, Jag gonna do it. Sari.
She's bully. She's a bully. She did this. She lied. She did. She did that. The power. You wake up every time on the feeds.
He is so stuck on this power. First of all, we have got to be missing something. Like, I don't know what it is, or Jag is that crazy. So. This whole thing that Jag is upset about, they talked about it today too. I was like, are you kidding me? Turned the feeds off and didn't go back to it. This is at like noon. I said, I'm not turning it on today because Jag just pissed me the fuck off. Listen, he is literally still pissed off. Matt and Jag went into have not room, and we're talking about it again yesterday. They were just like, oh yeah, you know, I guess they tried to like trip her up, but Sari gonna double down. Okay,
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, well, you know, we knew about these, you know, this
The
information
power,
about
somebody
the
was
power,
told.
and that you only know. Okay, we already know. Sari, know what's next. Well, did
So
you
we
tell
wanna
Jared?
know.
She said no. Well, who told you? Well, maybe it was Skeezy. Maybe it was Bug, because he knew something about it. But did I tell Jared? I didn't tell Jared. Did Jared tell you I told you? Oh no, but you know, he was upset, you know, after I told you. What they got to do with me?
Right. I don't know.
And Jared just kept going. Do you realize the power saved your ass and got you back in the house?
And she the one who did it.
Matt used the power. Sari convinced him to use the power. If you don't think nobody else in the house for you being in the house is Matt and Sari, that's it.
Yeah.
If you don't have trust in it, and he keep going, everybody voted me out 10-1. I
where's the smoke for other?
Knowing that the power is going to be used to save you.
There's
a difference between the other 9.
Right, but why he ain't got smoke for the other 9 people that voted you out?
Because Sari's a bully.
But here's the thing. I'm going to applaud Sari for doubling, because we just talked about this last week. That was point number 2 with our masterclass of lying. Double down, fall on the
double
sport.
Down. Shit. Sari ain't changed her story. Sari done been asked about this goddamn power. I don't even know how many times. So every time it's, don't know.
Better ask somebody else.
And all this because of Jared.
And she told him yesterday, she said, okay, look, like, are we going to keep doing this? Like, she was getting fed up. Like, we're going to be asking, oh, no, you know, I just want to know. Well, I told you what I know. You might need to go ask some other people in the house to find out some other details, because the only details I can give you is the truth that I know.
Right. And that's how you supposed to, that's how you play the game, people. That's, again, so we up there, because we know you lie and you keep the lie going. So you can't do it no more. And it's funny because she did clock Jared about the power today, actually. Well, yeah, I think earlier today. Was like, oh, just like you running your mouth about that power.
Who said that?
Sari did to Jared.
Sari told it to him? Oh, I gotta go back and look at that.
Yes, she did.
But look, so let me rewind real fast. Apparently what started this, we didn't see on the feeds, but Felicia, after Jared came back into the house, you know, I guess they argued, just like we said. You know, they like fam, okay? I'm gonna run you crazy. Oh, shoot. Jared back in the house. He might come back in the house. Let me try to fix some stuff. Hey, yo, Jared and Sari, let me tell you what they did. Baby, when I tell you Felicia was snitching, Felicia said they wanted to do 7 deadly sins. They wanted to take you and Sari out, and they wanted to replace y'all with Corey in America. And we was gonna vote y'all out. Corey over here running around like he the king of the castle. They planning on doing, baby. Felicia was screaming. She
gonna spill it, baby.
And that's when everybody was scrambling around the house. The peace was good right when it came back for like a solid hour. It was conversations going on here, there, and then after the conversation with Matt, I guess Matt Jared did seem like he was kind of going in on Matt a little bit, but you know, it's the game. You know, he was like, you know, expressing how he felt. Like, I thought you was my boy and you didn't use the veto on me.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. So he had house guest choice and he chose Matt, which is was a shocker for us. But he did explain the reason why he didn't pick his mom, which I can kind of see. But he was like, he didn't want to pick her.
I wouldn't pick her either.
Well, that ain't why he did it.
Comps, but not this one.
But she wasn't gonna win this one. Clearly, no, not at all.
No.
That would have been just another win for Jag. But he chose not to choose her because he was like, if she doesn't win and I go home, I don't want her to feel like she was responsible for not being able to save me. So yeah, that was good logic. But I would.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best logic.
Yeah.
I don't.
End of the day, you know what?
Matt.
I don't think Jared knows enough to know what the double veto was like, so I'm not giving him credit for being like, oh, I didn't want to make my mom feel responsible. No, he's like, I need Matt to save me.
No.
Matt done beat me in every comp. You know what? Let's get him on my side.
He didn't even trust his mom.
Right.
But yeah.
Where did I stop it?
Oh, we were wrapping up how the conversation with Jared and Matt.
Oh, yeah. So after they finished that conversation, he was, of course, stressed because Matt and Jared had a pretty solid relationship in the house. So this was news to him or whatever, right? You know, that Matt would betray him in some type of way or whatever. Because he was saying, like, you know, if you were on the block, I 100% would use the veto on you or whatever. So I guess Sari kind of felt Jared like, all right, I'm gonna just talk to him, like, get your ass out. So he flew his little ass out the comic room. And then Jared and Blue were going back and forth. Long story short, Jared was, how could you? And Blue was like, well,
I did it.
And I was like, Blue, what are you doing? Like, she has such an opportunity. You know what? They should be together because she lied one. He lies terribly, and she tells the truth at the wrong time. like they're like opposite. You get what I'm saying? Like, he does unnecessary lies and she does unnecessary truths. She like, hey, you knew about this boat? She was like, well, I mean, pretty much. No, it ain't no pretty much. Either you did or you didn't. Like, so you knew they was gonna target me. I mean, you kind of did.
She said she hit a Tokyo Tony. Sort of, kind of.
Sort of, kind of. That's exactly what it was. And so basically, she's like, well, what I was trying to do is I was trying to work it because I didn't want you to be targeted. Like, I knew it was coming, but I know it's coming this soon. Girl, they've been talking about this all week.
When else would that have happened?
All week.
You knew if Corey won last week or anyone else won last week, it would have been Jared out the door. So
they talking about it all week. Like, half the house is putting up Jared. He's like, this is news to me. So they going back and forth. He making her feel like crap. He going in on her. I would have been slapped his ass talking to me crazy like that. I don't care if I played you in the house. You're not gonna talk to me crazy. Okay.
But now
stand up, Blue.
He talking about proposing and stuff now.
Now they back. Now they back together because what else you gonna do in the house? So we might as well play with each other. You know what I'm saying? So they doing that. They went back and forth for a long time, and they rehashing. And then over the last 3-4 days, that's all it's been doing. Retelling this story, retelling that story, retelling this. Let me see. Cam, huh?
Yeah. You on it. That's what I was getting ready to mention.
It's Cam and Jared.
Yeah, go ahead.
What you about to say? Okay, so basically, which I thought was very, very smart, Cam goes to Jared and he tells him, hey, one of us is coming back in the house. We gotta utilize this opportunity. I can give you all the game info I know. You give me all yours, and we use that to come back into the house and be stronger than ever, which is really smart. Jared, of course, is not gonna do all that. But he does say, Cam don't have much to say. Cam ain't got nobody. So the only benefit this really is for Cam. Yeah. It doesn't benefit Cam at all, honestly. I mean, Jared at all. But basically he's telling him hey, I need you to look out for Sari. That's, my mama. He didn't say that, but I'm saying it. That's his mama. So, and he was just like, I will, and you know what? I kind of believe him. And by kind of, I'm more, there's a 95% chance I believe that he's true. He ain't got nobody else in the house. And even before the vote, he's always been somewhat cool with Sari. And even when he was trying to put her on the block, he wasn't even putting her on the block as a target. He's putting her on because he's like, everybody like her ass, so she gonna stay.
And then too, I think the reason why it's more believable too, because Jared also told him, he was like, when you were on the block, he's like, why didn't you take me up on my deal? And he was basically explaining, I just, it was too big of a risk. I want you out. He said, but you know what? Sari was the only one that did try to convince me to take your deal, to not put you up on the block. And so I think that kind of resonated with him. He was like, oh, maybe, she didn't want me gone. And he did go to Sari and tell her, he was like, listen, Jared told me that I should work with you moving forward if I'm the one, and I want to do that. So I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be going to work inside this group. I'm going to go over there. If you see me hanging with them, don't think nothing of it. Just trust that I'm with you, and I'm putting one of them up. It would be in his best interest to put one of them up anyway, if he do. Because his days are numbered. Unless he wins out, his days are numbered. Regardless. But you might as well take out a couple people for Sari anyway. Fuck me. Thank you. And so he's been doing exactly that, honestly. going and working with Jag and Matt and Corey, talking with them, and how he want to put up Felicia and how he want to put up Mimi or whoever, everybody but
Mimi.
Serene and Mimi, you know. And so I'm like, I'm inclined to believe him.
And you know what made me even have a little bit more trust in that? He's having a conversation with Jag. I think it was Jag. I don't know. I can't remember if Matt was there. I didn't know Jag was there. And, you know, they're talking about targets in the house. Jump ahead a little bit. Cam does introduce another alliance, Lord Jesus. And they want to call themselves the Fugitives. Oh, Matt was there because it was Cam, Matt, Jag, and then they said they would kind of use Blue as a 4 if they need her, but she kind of on the outskirts of it. They want to call each other the Fugitives. You know, their motto is "We're all wanted." Don't nobody want y'all.
Cause I want it dead or alive. That's more like Sari and Jared side.
Yes. So, let's see.
The zombies. They are zombies.
You know, right. So they put that little alliance together, whatever. But let me let y'all know about Blue. I will give Blue some props here. Blue finally opened up her eyes again. That's the thing about Blue. Blue be opening up her eyes to look at the guy. She be like, oh, but then she be shutting them real fast. Like, she missed out on
it's like blinds, you know, when you open up your blinds,
she
you
just
close
like, and we be thinking like, oh, she got it. She got some game in on it. She be like, nah, I'm good. But she had a long conversation with Sari, and she basically realized like, they put my ass up. Like that means I'm expendable to them. So she talked to Sari and was like, you know what? Whatever happens at the end of the day, she said she putting up Corey in America regardless of what happened. She's even considering putting up Matt and Jag. And you know, Jag is supposed to be her little road dog, which I don't even know why. I wish she would let Jag go. Okay, let him go. Kick him to the curb.
God.
But
the way you just sound like Keke Palmer right there.
Let him
let go.
So she basically solidified with Sari. I mean, they've already kind of had a thing because of Jared. But they've had the conversation like, hey, if Jared leaves, like, we still, like, we got to be tight or whatever. Like, we got to be together. And I love this because then Brown Sugar basically called a truce with each other. You know, they're just like, look, we ain't got to, like, work together and trust each other. At the end of the day, I trust y'all more than I trust the other side.
I trust y'all not to put
because they about to steamroll.
There you go. Like, I might not trust everything you say. You probably lying to me, but
I know you ain't gonna put me up.
Put me on the block? No. No. But do you think they're gonna put you on the block quickly?
And they are. That's what they. And that's the thing is, there was a list going around with everybody's targets.
Mimi clocked it.
She did.
Mimi clocked it, and Mimi said, "You know what? I already know how this gonna go. They're gonna do Jared, then they're gonna do Sari." And then they're going to do Felicia, and then they're going to do me.
And she will be right. Because when we look
at everybody's like, Mimi, what, Mimi? Everybody will turn on Mimi. Mimi want to work with Master Graves when they lie to you.
They're not going to put me out.
Everybody's lying to everybody.
Everybody in the house lied to you.
Right.
You got to think of it like this. Go ahead, Eric.
I was going to say, if they're not going to put me out, why wouldn't I?
Exactly. I don't even care. And look, this is what it comes down to. I'm gonna work with the people I like. Even though you argue with me, even though you irritate me, I like y'all better. I'm gonna work with y'all.
Yeah.
And the number one thing is if Sari, if Jared, if Felicia win HOH tomorrow, I'm not going up. I'm not gonna be a backdoor. I ain't got nothing to worry about. But you want me to go work with them,
right?
It doesn't make logical sense. Like it makes all the sense in the world for Mimi to continue to work with the Brown Sugar Babies.
So here's the list. So I found it when, and maybe these have changed, but this was yesterday. Mimi, if she wins, she says she's doing Matt and Jag. Very smart move. Felicia, she says she's doing Matt and Jag. Blue says she's doing Corey and Jag, but she also said America too. So I'm a combination of those three.
Well, she putting up, I'm good with.
Right.
Blue.
I'm telling y'all, I told y'all would turn around. Listen, when Blue's amazing when she's up. No. Rest of the game.
We'll see what she do. Sari, she's doing Corey and Jack. Jared said he's doing Corey and Jack. Cameron said Corey and Felicia, which I don't really think he's putting up Felicia. I definitely think he's going to go between the route of Corey, Jack, and Matt between those three. Because those are his biggest threats. Corey, he said he'll do Cam and Jared if Jared is here, between whichever one of those two. And then Felicia. And then Jack said Mimi and Felicia. Matt said Mimi and Felicia. In the tweet, Byyyeee... and this is from Ty, my friend Ty on there, Mr. A on Twitter. He said, Byyyeee, her A is throwing HOH.
Yep.
What if she wins, though? It'd be such a Byyyeee thing, too.
You never know.
I don't know what she's doing.
No idea. Look, yesterday, which was interesting, Corey and Sari finally had their long talk, right?
This was a great conversation.
Wait, first of all, let me Felicia and Sari had came out and they was doing laundry and what's his name? Booger was upstairs.
Boogaboo.
Booger was upstairs and thought he was gonna try to get the little tea. Was down there listening like
he was.
Me too. I would have been
me too. The people was like,
they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, he ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and say what the conversation between Sari and Corey was about?
Oh, no, you got it. I'm going to let you take care of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the gist is Corey basically spilled all of it. Like, he wasn't lying. He straight up told me, like, look. And basically what it came down to, Jared. He's like, look, let me tell you what your little jughead ass son's been up to. This is me transcribing in my
because he definitely didn't say that.
He did. He definitely did not say that. This is Tracy, giving it to y'all. But he basically said, look, everything flipped and changed. Jared said he was coming after America, which is cool. He's like, I had a problem with that. Pause that real quick. Corey kept doing that mess to put something bad on America's name, and he's surprised that it stuck with people. You did this. You're the one that said nobody could trust it. Like, you did all this. You told the worst things about your girlfriend.
Right.
And you think we were supposed to like her? So
you're supposed to be lying about the lying.
Listen, I'm not even going to I'm not gonna even say nothing about Jerry about that. He has every right. A lot of them have every right in the house not to trust America, not to want America. Now, Jared definitely hate America more personally.
Than the natural right.
He's definitely outside the game. But game wise, Jared should 100% not trust America.
Right.
But she basically said, Corey basically told Sari, Jared has been lying, Jared has been playing the whole thing about his brother. He's like, I had told, Cam had told me about the secret and I knew it was him, which that his brother being a personal survivor, no one cares.
It doesn't matter, but it's still his secret.
Every other day.
Right.
Yeah,
it's important to him.
It is. It's very really important to him because he keep bringing it up. He keep bringing it up. We get it, Corey. We get it. Okay. So basically what it came down to. Right. It comes down to.
Hey, not too much on that. No.
Look, Sari is looking like, what the hell, my dumbass son. And she was telling him about basically all the shenanigans that he has been doing all week. And so, what's the best part?
The brown sugar babes. When she
how
did that get out?
Exactly. Go ahead.
He said, he was like, and he didn't have the baby part. He always said brown sugar. He said, brown sugar. I heard about brown sugar. He don't say the babes part on there. Either. I heard about brown sugar. Right. Brown sugar about, week 2. And I heard it from obviously Jared. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to get included in brown sugar or anything.
Yeah,
I'm not
brown sugar, Corey. You could never be a brown sugar. You hear me? And that's
brown sugar adjacent. Is what he really wanted to be, because he was like, I know we had this, but I thought Crossroads was the realest one. I didn't know for real, didn't think that was really real. I thought this one was just another something here, but I really felt that Crossroads was it. But when I heard such and such about the brown sugar babes in that meeting,
was it for them though.
Yeah. And he was like, well, then I heard him in his room. I heard this conversation about, well, we had the 4 and XYZ. And he was like, oh, so was the 4 not real? So were Crossroads not real? And so that's what kind of got me thinking. And yeah, he was just kind of.
And you know what? If I'm Sari in this moment, this is what I would have said. Look, we have a Final 4 alliance, right? And if you feel some type of way, there's 4 people in the alliance. Why'd you only go to 1? Now, the goal is if I'm working with other alliances, as long as you know about those alliances, you're the real alliance.
Mhm.
Jared told you about the alliance. We
Yep.
knew that.
Yep.
I would lie. Whether it was the truth or not, I would say, yeah, I know he told you because you're in our alliance and the 4 that I want to work with. Why do you think I could care less if you know about Brown Baby? Jared told me that. I told him to tell you. Maybe I would have lied. I'd be like, because I was really working with you. Like you you see who I was cutting for. You see I gave Izzy a vote. You see I gave Jared a vote. Who else is left in this alliance? You. Yeah. Meaning I've already proven myself twice that I'm true to the Crossroad Alliance. Now, if your ass hit the block, I would do the same. You will 100% have my vote. And what the mist that Cirie has is slowly, it's not there, but it's definitely boiling. It's got a little steam. It's not boiling, but it got a little steam. Because Corey, I know that whole conversation definitely made him feel a lot better with Cirie. Yeah. Because he even went to Cirie. I mean, he went to America. Was like, hey, yo. I think Cirie got me. And then America was like, no. And she was like, well, you know what? I had talked to her too. And I had like, I like
that's how I was trying to find it. I was like, I know I saw a tweet about it.
You muted, Eric.
Oh.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Oh,
no.
You did.
Oh, go ahead, Eric.
I was like, wait.
Y'all. I don't know why, but go ahead.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Y'all continue because I can't hear y'all.
Okay.
Oh, technical difficulties.
But we can really go into these rankings whenever y'all ready.
Oh, I'm pretty much done. But yeah. So the mist is not fully there, but
it's building. It's building, especially in that list that Eric gave of who's targeting who.
Not Cirie's
name was not on there,
and it's still wild. Eli, is it not wild that Corey, the mastermind of the huge flip that got Izzy out, one got revenge back on Jared. He knows Cirie's legacy. They all know about Cirie's legacy, and he still didn't nominate her on Thursday, right? And now, even still, they're not even considering, nobody in this house is considering putting her up. And they're all back in her good graces yet again. Is that not wild?
Though I will say her position is bad right now. At least to the house guests' eyes, where they see Jared as her number one. Jared's about to leave. Izzy was her number one before. Izzy left. In their minds, who does Cirie have?
Nobody.
Felicia hater now. Mimi hater now. In the minds of the house.
That fight worked in their favor, really.
Right. In the minds of the house guest, she's alone, but we, as the viewers, we're seeing that she's slowly
alone.
She like got her mad, got her blue.
Listen, as got Cirie has an ear, she's still in the game.
Facts.
She's still in the game. And everybody was talking about like Cirie trying to quit. She even mentioned it again. She was like, man, if Jared lose, if he leave, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And you know what she did? She went right around. Okay, let me see who I'm gonna talk to next. Like, Cirie playing in our face. She be talking about, I'm gonna leave. But then she'd be like, but let me go talk and have 30 conversations about the game.
Facts. And 2 more conversations before we get to the rankings. When she was like, Jared, if you don't win, I don't know what I'm gonna do without you in this game. And one of the best things that he's ever said in this house was, he was like, Ma, you've done this so many times without me already. You're gonna be fine.
Oh, sweet.
And so I was like, oh, he ragged. I was like, oh, that was a touching moment. But going back to who Cirie has with an ear, even her and Bowie were talking yesterday, and they were like, look at all Bowie said, we're in the midst of all these pairs. You got over here. And I'm like, Bowie and Cirie,
would you like to be my pair? Listen, I know we done had a little tiffs. I know with Red's eviction, there's a lot going on, but look, something is up, and we're not a part of it. So let's get a part of it.
Right.
Together.
So yeah, to the house guests, like you mentioned, Eli, Cirie is at the bottom, but we can tell she might not be the best positioned, but she seems to be covered on all sides. So.
And we also know she's Cirie Fields, which is the most important point.
She was.
But she works best from the bottom.
She worked her way right on back to the top. She ain't at the top, but she definitely out of the red zone. She had like tornado warning. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, let's get on to these rankings. We have the same list of people as last week because no one has left.
Of course, ain't nobody leaving.
But the order will likely be different because a lot happened. And again, we're ranking how they played this week, which will mostly be double eviction, but also how they handled Jared's or Cameron's eviction.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know we put her high last week, and I kind of want to throw Byyyeee at 1. Is that crazy? And we'll adjust these, but all I know is Byyyeee is not being touched.
She not.
Well, ain't nobody said her name.
Also somewhat working the
Both
main
sides.
like Suri conversation where she's just like, hey, everyone has fairs, you try to link up, but the other side is also like, we want Byyyeee. And I feel like everyone's trying to grab Byyyeee, and Bowie's aware enough to get rid of Jared. I think her voting out Jared was still good for her.
Get rid of Jared now.
Yep.
Again.
The shoulders.
Eli, you brought up a really crucial point. She was the flip vote. She had the power on Thursday to decide if it was Jared or Blue that walked out the door. And the way she played that was very great, actually. When they were like, boy, we need your vote. We need your vote. I know.
She made no
we
promises
need your flip. And she was like, do we what? Let me go see. Let me go see. And then she went to America and Jag and all the rest of them. She's like, where we voting? Where we voting? And they were like, oh, we voting Jared. I was like, okay, cool. Because they were trying to say that the votes were flipping. They were like, no, we're solid. Then she goes back to them. She's like, we don't have the majority. It's all 4 of them right there. We should be the majority. We don't.
Saree was like,
I'm standing here.
this the majority.
She's like, don't insult my intelligence. She's like,
just say you don't win, you're not voting.
3, 4.
Right. But I think she played that well. So for now, she can stay up there. I don't know if she's won quite yet. I'll have to listen to what y'all got to say. But
and I could be mistaken, but it also sounds like Mimi took somewhat of the fall. And I could have missed her, but it sounded like she was like, yeah, we voting Jared out. Where
she did.
Oh, Mimi did say that.
She said everybody voting Jared out. And she said,
and that was the ultimate deal.
Right. Which is crazy because based on the feeds, they were making it seem like Mimi tried to start the flip. And that's not necessarily the case. So, or from what we saw, what they showed us. So we don't know.
Yep. Awesome. Well, who do y'all want to move now? I have no clue. Do we just throw Jared in last?
Yeah,
he's definitely
just default. Still a bad HOH, and we saw the consequence of his bad HOH.
And you know what? On the cool, I think I want to put Jag at 10.
Yeah, I'm so sick of him. He gotta go.
Because look at this. Jag has not moved on. Okay, we are so tired. You're not even on the block. Like,
not
you're
in
danger. You could have really been doing a lot of things to like get your game moving forward, and you just talking about the same old stuff.
Because here's the thing.
I really want to put him at 11 with Jared. Really, really, what I want to do because that's how annoying you are, Jag.
Because
can we tweet this to him? That's how annoying you are. Getting on my nerves. You getting on my nerves. I think the game.
As much as we're talking about, it's like personal because we're annoyed with him. But you mentioned something that's crucial in the game aspect is you cannot get caught up on the past. When people get caught up on the votes and who did
that's
this,
how you get gone. You stuck.
You got stuck. He's stuck in the past, and especially because you're not, like you mentioned, he's not in danger. He's not on the block. He's, whatever. He's pretty much safe unless 3 people win. He's pretty much safe. And the fact that he's hung up on something that saved him, that's detracting your game ability. What you should be doing, you so mad that you got played, that's what you really should be doing. Which kind of Corey kind of confessed without confessing that he kind of mad that he got played. He said that he got overplayed or outplayed. Yeah. You should be trying to play them back. What you should be making Serena think that you all good with them. That's what you should have been doing these last weeks instead of going around they were bully, they being mean. Can you come up with something else? Can you come up with something else?
No, I will say to defend Jag a little bit. I'm a Jag defender. I always got to be a Jag defender.
Lord, they're gonna put you on a t-shirt.
I feel like he is still in a somewhat decent position where the people going after him are almost least likely to win comps, and he pretty much positioned
That's true.
himself as a comp beast within the Corey America whatever group. And doesn't he also have like little side things with just Corey in America, where I will say he is hyper focused on the 5 that he's with, or whatever the number is, 5, 6. He's hyper focused on that.
A+ for loyalty.
And I from Jack earlier in the season, I know he's not gonna flip. I know he's not gonna flip on them, which I think is wrong. But if he did make it to 5 with that group, he's a comp beast. He still has Matt, and I think at that point they would take the shot at Court. Like if they made it with that group, Jag and Matt are more likely to win comps over Corey in America.
I don't know, because the more comps down, they become more mental. So
a mix of both. When is
Jag studying? Because when you say down to final 5 and 4, that's all days. That's all.
True. Yeah, but it's still 30 motherfuckers still in the house. I'm
Jag
so
ain't studying no days.
He
he want to ride. Him and Mac can ride till the wheels fall off all you want. In the words of Felicia, you'll be the first to go. What you gonna be? You want to go down there?
Yeah.
You'll be the first to go. So no, he's staying down there.
Who's next?
All right, Eric, who you want to throw where next?
This is hard.
It is very. And let me just say. I feel that.
2
we'll
3.
throw him at 2 for now, and if we think of someone better, we'll move him down.
2.
And the reason I'm giving him 2 is because 1, he is set on his targets of Jared not getting back in the house, which is smart. You should be making sure that your number 1 nemesis does not get back into the game. And in the event that Cam does get back in the game, he's trying to rebuild their relationship with Cam because he's like, it's been complicated, but we can work something out. And he's also, although he's had a contentious relationship with Sari for the last 2.5 weeks, he, like we just mentioned, he had sat down with her. They hashed out, he told her how he was feeling, what was going on, why he made some of the decisions that he made, and they're kind of back in good graces. So Corey has set aside his pride. So he's doing what we saying Jag should be doing. He's not getting stuck on the past, because Corey, being a real genuine super fan, I don't know what's wrong with his little girlfriend, because she's supposed to be a super fan. She ain't got not a brain cell in her mind. He understands the fluidity of the game, and that you can't get stuck on what's happened in the past, because you may need this person. Now, do I think Sari will still nominate him if she went HOH? Yes, because you took my son.
She better.
But would she necessarily want him gone? I don't know. But so yeah, I'm putting him up there for that.
I could give him 2. I like that. He won crucial HOH.
So was.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off though if Jared come back in the house, because your HOH was a waste, and you done picked up a target from it. Well, you know what? See, you know what? Actually, he didn't pick up a target because Blue was already targeting him.
Yeah.
And so his targets from his HOH, usually when you win HOH, even though he had the double HOH, which is short, your goal is to minimize your targets that you have. And he put up Blue, he put up Jared. Yeah. Jared, if he come back in the house, then yeah, that's a problem. But that's literally, at this point, there's just one other person that's going to target him. Now, Sari is, I agree. I think she definitely putting him up. Do I think he might be her target per se? Maybe not. Because I think Corey that's one thing that's really good about Corey. I know we talk a lot of mess about him lately, but I give credit where credit is due. And Corey is playing Big Brother, and he's playing it well. I don't care what a lot of people say. I know people like, well, I like Corey. Listen, this is in the game. He is going about it very well. And even just that conversation he had with Sari, just like, hey, let me level with you. That was such a good conversation for him to have. And I think exactly what Eric said, I think that's what's going to solidify if they end up working together. Like, they might even put each other on the block, but it might be like, look, Sari got to stay or Corey got to stay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Shout out to Corey. Who do we want to move next? I know I'd love to throw Blue at 3. I was ready to throw her at 1 again. No.
No.
3.
No. And as I look at the people, I don't think so.
Maybe 4.
4. I was gonna say I can see her at 4.
4.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna say 4 because I think Felicia goes at 3.
Really?
You think Felicia's at
Yeah,
three?
only because no. Matt's at
Yeah,
three.
I was at Matt
I
at
was
3.
looking at Felicia, but
You meant Matt.
I don't know why. Yeah, you know.
I was like, girl, Felicia on the block next week.
Yes. Blue is she been doing some BS, and some of it's been working, some of it hasn't. But she's definitely gonna get some credit because she has some kind of
The bright
awareness in
moments.
the game. Yes, and it's like you know how like you don't screw in a light bulb all the way.
Yes.
Sometimes it flickers.
Yeah.
That's how her brain works in the game.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's on, and then hit one little bump. Oh shoot! Then let me turn this back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So her game is very very shaky.
Like
But when she shakes correctly, she does shake well, and I give her credit.
like
for
with her Cameron did, America told her who his targets were. I don't even think she told her necessarily, but somebody else told her. I can't remember if somebody else told her or not. But yeah, so whether America did it or not, it's letting him know somebody running my information back to Blue. So I'm like, that's a kudos to you.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's it.
And she's pretty much just in the middle where
Yeah.
I think both sides don't trust her, but that's not the worst.
Ain't nobody nominating her next week either. They say I can't remember if
I don't believe so.
If she do go up, she's Pond City.
But nope, like has anybody specifically said so far that they were nominated?
Nope. Not to my knowledge. The only thing I think would happen is if Jared does stay.
Yeah,
he goes. I think they would just put some noms back. If it was me.
It'd be the same
That's what I
noms.
think.
Yeah,
right.
I think I would. If it was me.
Shoot. Let's
Look,
It
let's
worked
go
out
to
last time. Look,
What it say? Y'all know where home is. Shoot.
it's honestly, hasn't that happened like with the people that come back in the game? They get put back on the block with the same people they
Yep.
were on the block with.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like Janelle and Case were on the block when he went home, came back, went home.
Right back.
Brendan and Rachel were on the
It's
block. He went
like-
home, came back. She was back. They were back on the block together again when he went home.
Yep.
And so
You just
it's
gotta
like
shut up. There's always gonna be a bigger target. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
y'all, I know y'all voted me out, but this is a reset.
Victor
Like,
and Paul,
just shut
same
up.
situation.
Talk your mess when you get
Mhm.
power. Because I would be like, oh, by the way, FR.
That part. He should have came in with some humility.
Yeah, right.
But it's Jared. I can't fault him. He's young. Well, I say like he's just so much younger than me. But I get it. Emotions are high, so I understand.
Mhm. And with Matt Fields, he
Self-explanatory.
burned a bridge, but that bridge isn't fully burnt. And I think his reasoning of why he didn't use a veto on Jared
He's very smart.
ends up
Whether it's
makes
true or
sense.
not, who knows? But
Just I'm tired with you, Suri, and I wanted to save you,
It's a
and
good
just
lie, Matt.
a lot of you
Good lie,
focus.
it's a lie.
Where it's like, and it works out. And we even saw mentioned earlier, like Suri's under the mist a little bit, where all that, and there are chances where he could get put up next week, but I think
he got a great chance to win.
He's built more relationships than Jag has.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of people we even saw early in the season weeks ago, like Corey even being like, man, Matt's in the middle. I want to pick up Matt, but everyone wants to pick up Matt. And I feel like he still hasn't lost that. He's still in a position where
I need a Mimi HOH, and we can go ahead and start getting her somewhere now because I want her. I need Jag and Matt on the block together come eviction night.
I need to see what they spill.
How are y'all gonna do that? Y'all are the most allies and trusted loyal.
Yeah, she next, Eli.
She at 5.
Yeah, right at 5. Yep.
For her awareness, but
where she stays, she be in the middle. Yeah, she hover around that 5'6". Yeah,
she has moved up in people's target eye, but
shoot, I almost said we're getting down on the numbers. We are not getting down on the numbers, but
we are not moving anywhere.
It's time for her.
We should have been done with our ranking 10 minutes ago.
Facts.
What are y'all doing, CBS?
No, for real, we really should. It's time for Mimi to win something. She has all this great game knowledge. She sees the game for what it is, the way we see it.
I agree.
And it's time for her to act, because if she does not win HOH next week or Felicia,
she's gonna be Pond City.
Pond City.
It's gonna be
and
a
if
lot
it's her
of
and
trouble.
Felicia
if the
on
wrong
the block,
person goes, she's gonna be out. Exactly.
Because didn't people have conversations where it's like, you know what, we might as well go after Mimi even before Suri because she's athletic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Corey was still a little
she's
bitter.
done pretty well. Yeah,
He was bitter that she picked him.
yeah.
HOH
He
comp.
cried about that a couple times.
Yeah, and that's where I love HOH comps like that. And I know you guys might have discussed it last episode, but it still like causes
I
those
love a
mini
knockout comp.
riffs.
Yep.
I love
As simple as that.
knockout comps. I just wish it was you got to choose. Like, see, I know they already did that version, but let me choose the two people to go head to head. Don't be making me go against a certain person. I want to put up two so we can knock them both out. Shoot.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But I get it.
Yep. All right, we are down to 4, and I'm surprised Tari hasn't made it on yet.
Oh, I forgot.
I actually would go America then Suri, honestly. A little raggedy America.
Really?
America.
I'm only putting okay. So you think Suri will go 6?
Yeah.
The only reason I'm putting America there is because America, I guess she really hasn't done much this week. But she done shut up. That's a lot for her. She always run her mouth. She always
been
saying
flirting this
stuff. And yeah, that's what she been doing.
She at 7 because she ain't been making no game moves for preparing for the weeks to
I
come.
can do 7. I was just gonna say she ain't really done much. Okay, 7, and then Suri at 6.
Yeah, because she's obviously for optics reasons, she's not in a good position. Because if Jared come back, there's a high possibility that she goes back on the block, or she's in people's line of sight because of her connection to Jared. But she has been actively working well to prepare her for the next oncoming weeks, and so that's why I would put her there.
Wait, was that about America or Suri?
Boy, no, ain't no about no America.
I said America.
I wasn't sure. I thought we were still talking about America because one thing is like even
we was on America for 2 seconds and we dipped.
Because I mean, one thing extra knock on America is even the guys on her side, as unjustifiably as it could be, Matt and Jag. It's like they still don't even trust America. Where I feel like they've built that bond with Corey, haven't built it with America, and I feel like that's a lot of people. Maybe outside of Cameron, that's built more with Corey than America. Maybe Blue.
Yeah, but Blue don't like her. Blue throw her on the bus every time she can. It's like she did to Cameron today.
Oh yeah, that's right. She do not. Yeah, she done with America. She don't trust her.
She don't like. So that's what America ain't got no real close relationships outside of Corey and Cameron. If we look at the house,
I ain't gonna never get my women's alliance. Never.
We were close. Next year's the year. All right, we are down to Cameron and Felicia. I kind of want to throw Cameron, even though he could still go. I feel like he's
playing the game week well.
He's caused chaos, and this is a mistake because I'm thinking weeks ago. Yeah, facts. But this is me thinking weeks ago. But it's like he's been the agent of chaos. And that agent of chaos has still kept him around. Though I will say, I think he's still going to be a target.
Yeah.
Like, has he done enough to not get targeted next week? I want to say
kind of, sort of.
Cam was doing pretty good in his zombie phase. He did good. He chilled out.
Yeah.
He made some more connections. He even made another alliance. The other side of the house was actually rooting for him, but then he started getting creepy with America, started making little innuendos.
Yeah,
is giving creepy, is giving weird. And while we on the subject, let me just say this real fast, okay? Now, America annoys me. She does. I don't care if you're 100% comfortable with somebody. I don't care if you're 99%. Just because I'm comfortable with somebody 99%, that doesn't negate the fact that 1% chance or that 1% of the day he made me feel uncomfortable doesn't mean I can't be. You get what I'm saying? Is that making logic? You know what I'm saying? Just because you're okay with somebody, you can be okay with somebody for 1 second, but if they say something that makes you feel a certain way, that doesn't mean you're not uncomfortable. It doesn't erase it. Just because you're comfortable with somebody for 20 days and then one day you feel bad doesn't mean, well, you was cool with it for 20 days. That don't mean nothing. So
Right.
she was cool with him for 20 days.
Yeah.
If he makes her feel uncomfortable or weird, then that's a situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
her
honestly, for that,
emotions and
I don't like
feelings
that.
are valid.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Just no matter what she says,
with my
does.
rambling, Eli
Because
got
she
it
definitely
together.
been flirting with him.
It's valid.
Heavy.
She definitely has.
Heavy. We just need her not to be trying to blame Sari and them for why she didn't like him and stuff. That's the only problem.
She
that
needs
we
to blame that on Cam.
Auntie.
Felicia.
She
what?
held her own in that fight, so
She did.
She did.
She's also aware now of kind of what's going on, so she's on track. It's just the fact that people see her as a loose cannon in terms of like, they don't really know what to do, and an easy
Felicia Cannon.
I know. I was about to say, nice fun.
Yeah, so she
Double
has
entendre.
come up as a target a few times for next week. So, Auntie, you better win, sis.
She better win. Give us a crapshoot.
Listen.
Give us. I don't even know what type of comp.
They said it's gonna be a crapshoot.
Probably
Need it.
We do.
We really
I just
need
have to
A
say-
and B.
Yeah, A or B. Huh. I really just have to say that this is such a good season, because usually when they have the older house guests on the show, they kind of it kind of depends on whether they're gonna actually play the game or not. And the fact that these older contestants in the house, even Heisem up until he left, even Red ugly ass up until he
Even
left,
Bowie
they
Jane,
all-
45.
Right, with her
Bowie Jane is
45.
30. Okay.
But
You're
not wrong.
All the way up until they leave, they are playing the game. They're not just in the game like that. No, and Felicia playing hard, bruh. So
Too
shout
hard.
out
That's why
to
she in
the
the
older
position
house
that
gets
she in.
playing. She definitely in trouble. She in trouble.
I still
but it's
take
entertaining.
playing
she's
too
playing,
hard.
but she's
Yeah.
playing.
She is.
I like
Definitely
She
pick
is.
that.
So kudos to this cast, really.
Yeah.
Really loving this season.
Hurry up,
Is there
hurry
anything we want to change? Do we want to thinking about
I
it?
want to change. I want to change the CBS schedule. Stop messing with it. You're pissing me off, CBS.
What do you mean?
Stop
You
it.
don't like watching Yellowstone?
No,
Eli.
no.
That's my favorite show, y'all.
CBS.
Leave
Stop
the
it.
dang schedule alone. Thank
Stop.
you.
That's why it's called a schedule. You already had it in the books. If another show comes in, then you put them behind Big Brother. I be wanting to go to bed. I'm sleepy. Okay. What time is it?
Late.
11:39 p.m. Big Brother. Stop
We got
messing
2
with the
hours
schedule.
behind. Y'all, it would be
Stop messing
9:30
with the schedule.
doing this episode at 9:30. We could be done by 10. If it was
We would've
when
been
the
done.
show was supposed to come.
But
when it was
no.
supposed to come.
It's about to
We're
be
gonna be
tomorrow.
done by 10 my time. Haha.
Boo,
Shut up.
Eli.
With that, let me go through these lists, the rankings that we have. In first place, the Bowie Jane. Second place, Corey.
The Bowie
Third
Jane.
place, the Bowie Jane. Exactly.
Shoulders. I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta mention that because it
Go
was
for
so
it.
funny. It was too funny. So
tell them if they don't know
Bowie
about the joke.
If y'all don't know, listeners and viewers, so Bowie Jane walks into the room that has Jared on the bed right there next to the door, and Sari and Felicia on the other side. When she walks in, she looks directly at Jared in the bed, but she says, "Hello, ladies. Hey, ladies."
Like she trying to be funny.
Right, trying to be funny. And Felicia said, "And gentlemen," and she's like, "Oh, I know, and gentlemen and gents," and so ever
Here
so
comes the shade.
nonchalantly, this man is laying in the bed. Right, he's facing. I wish y'all could see me. So he's facing Felicia and Sari. He's laying down. He does not move, and he says, "And you." It's just funny because she's behind him now. Bowie Jane is behind Jared. He's not moving. He's looking the other way. She's digging in the drawers. He says, "What if I called you a man? What if I said you like a man? Because you got brought."
Just totally
mess.
unprovoked. Unprovoked.
So
Nah, he was provoked.
he was.
It was provoked. It was so little.
Now,
I
of course,
guess.
he took it to a 10, but
He
she
did.
was being messy. And when Felicia tried to correct her, she doubled down with her messy. She said, "Oh no."
People said that she said, "Oh no," because her accent. That she was like, "Oh no."
Either way,
Either way,
she knew what she was doing.
She looked right at him. But I'm not even. Get your link Bowie Jane.
That's what
Get your
I'm
lick
saying.
in.
Come on, Bowie
But he
Jane.
got his back too, so I'm not mad at it.
Little tiffs.
I just couldn't stand up the fact that he didn't even turn to look at her. He just kept looking at them. Was like, "What if I called you and me?" Because you got broad shoulders.
That was an even. I mean, Jared kind of came at a little harder, but that was an even match.
Yeah.
Bowie threw a little shade.
Yeah.
Jared
Bowie
back with a little shade.
Mm-hmm. So I ain't mad at get
No,
because she
for
deserves.
him.
She need to get everybody get your licks in where you can get them in.
Please go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate
Tell
it.
him
Any
his
little
feet stink,
arguments, I'll
I
take.
know his feet stink.
What?
Oh lordy! All right. First place, Mr. Shoulders, Miss Bowie Jane. Second place, Corey.
Mr. Shoulders, Miss Bowie J.
Oh my God.
Third place is Matt. Fourth place is Blue. Fifth place is Mimi. Sixth place is Sari. Seventh is America. Eighth is Felicia. Ninth is Cameron. 10th is Jag. And 11th is Jared.
Boy, these rankings are something else each week.
And you want to know what's funny? These rankings, like, in a week like this, if Felicia was like 3, I wouldn't have been fighting it. Like, everyone's playing the game.
You never know.
It feels like they're in somewhat of the same position where it all depends on who wins HOH.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that we had to wait a whole week to see who wins HOH.
Right.
But that's the waiting game this week. We don't know where people are exactly because whoever won HOH hasn't been decided, and whoever does will greatly affect where this game is going to go.
Facts.
All right.
Oh,
Let me
goodness.
update y'all on our draft, okay?
I'm glad you remember because I forgot about this darn draft.
I'll be forgetting because we supposed to be doing this every Thursday and we be forgetting. But I remember today, even though today not Thursday. But let me update y'all real quick. So Eric still has left in the game. Jag, but don't really count because he ain't got voted out. Mimi, Jared. You see, I got the little X in the corner because you know it's fluid. We don't know if he basically out. Because we don't acknowledge him either. And America. So that's
I hate that I got her.
I know.
Hey, I'll trade you a Heisem.
Now, me, Queen B of the podcast here, has Sari.
Cheated.
Oh, my girl, Izzy, we miss you. She gone.
You remember how we fought for
who I
Izzy?
left in
We
the
were
game?
fighting to get Izzy.
Yeah, because Eric, you forgot. I had to remind y'all that Izzy was still on the board. That's what happened. I was a true Izzy supporter.
That's facts.
So I got Sari, Matt, and Corey left. I got the heavy hitters.
How'd you get that team? How'd you get that team? That's a crazy.
Because that wheel kept cheating.
That will. And you know what? And to be real, like I probably got the 4 best game players this season.
Yeah.
Like hockey.
Hey, my team.
Josh got Felicia and Bowie Jane left. And
He's definitely
Eli
going to finale night.
got Blue and Cam is up.
Hey, Cameron's saying, but I don't even need Cameron. Cameron can go because Blues carry me the distance. I've been preaching it all season. It's gonna happen, y'all. It's gonna happen.
It's interesting.
Oh, we didn't even say that's. Go ahead, Eric.
Oh, I'll just say like Jared leaving is my first person out of all this whole time. Like I haven't lost anybody, and if he comes back in the game, I'll be the only person with nobody to have left.
He's not coming back though. I hope so.
Damn.
Wait, I guess before Thursday, who do we want to come back?
Jared.
I'm gonna say Jared. Just
for Sari, you know what?
The only reason, but I mean, she hinders his game so much. Honestly, I really would have said Cam yesterday, but he just a creep, and I don't like the way he be having these conversations with America. He just and he plays the game pretty well. He's not bad.
He strategizes well.
Personally, he's just I don't want to deal with. I don't want to see him on the feed. So it's the lesser of two evils, is what it is. But yeah. Oh, we didn't even mention it, but of course, Cam is going to be the one to move forward, and he is going to actually do the puzzle. Yeah. So this is production's chance to give him A puzzle with a missing piece.
A 3-piece puzzle. That's what it's gonna be.
He better complete this
But give him
puzzle,
2 pieces.
It's honestly probably the best, because if Cameron doesn't complete the puzzle and then Jared gets back in the game, because we all know Jared sucks at puzzles, so he would have lost, guaranteed, doing the puzzle. So this is his, honestly.
What you
maybe
mean,
his
D
best
Long?
shot. Did you not see that? I'm taking it back to night 1. He didn't complete his puzzle on time.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So his best
Oh
shot
my gosh.
may be
Puzzle
Cameron.
is Jared's kryptonite, yo.
So his best chance at getting back may be Cam doing this
Losing.
twist. Yeah. Because we haven't seen Cam do a puzzle. He can do the physical stuff, but is he good with puzzles?
I think he probably is, but I hope production give him a hard puzzle. I hope they give him a puzzle that's no way you complete this in 30 seconds. Like, it might be easy, but you can't do this in 30 seconds. You got to take at least a minute.
Yeah.
I need a hard BB Cam puzzle.
Yes.
Like,
that's what I need.
Please don't bring no Caitlyn puzzle. We don't need that.
That was crazy, yo.
They're doing it though.
She lost that.
They're putting him as a zombie.
Because did she have a minute, or how long does she have to complete that puzzle?
I think 5 minutes. Three, or maybe 3. Maybe 3.
Yeah, it was live.
It was something short. Yeah, it was something short, whatever it was, but it was terrible.
Yeah.
Talk about
so we'll see. We shall see.
All right, else? Y'all. No.
Well,
catch
listeners,
us next week.
Viewers, not only are we excited to, present to you this episode, we are starting Survivor coverage this week. So make sure you're tuning in. Survivor coverage.
Did I know about that?
You did. Survivor comes back on Wednesday. Oh, I would say it's Trees. Yeah.
Just kidding.
And I know I think we told y'all we're going to do a cast assessment. We ain't doing that. Sorry. This is what happens in the group chat. Some ideas get nixed, and that one did. Only because we have so much going on this week in terms of...
We got a lot, y'all. We busy. We going to still be on y'all's YouTube screens.
Exactly. So we're coming back at you on Wednesday after the Survivor airs.
Live.
Live. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday, of course, to see what happens with the whole twist and all of that. And then live, but we won't be alone. We're actually going to have a very special guest rejoin us for the second time. She was actually our very first guest ever.
Our very first
ever. And so she's coming back to join us to talk about Big Brother Live. So stay tuned for who that is. And then on Friday, we will be doing a special podcast with Isaiah of Silent Podcast. We'll be collaborating with them. So make sure you're looking at their socials and paying attention to see where that will be located. And as always, subscribers are new and old. We appreciate you. We thank you for listening and tuning in. I mean, this season has been a season of growth for us. And I know this is like a swan song, but that's just how grateful we are, And so we appreciate you hanging with us and becoming an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. So make sure you're following us on Twitter and Instagram at @AWhoAreThere. And you're following us on YouTube at @AWhoAreGonnaBeThere podcast, and that you're subscribed, and that you have the notifications on.
Another one.
Another one. All that good jazz, right? And so we will see you later this week. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Peace.